Hi YouTube, it's Andrew from MoneyMental.co.uk here, the website dedicated to money and mental health problems. And today we've got another eBay sales roundup for you. I'm just going to talk you through 10 of my most recent sales. Usual format, I'll talk through how much it cost, what I sold it for, and how much profit I ended up making on the item. So we'll start without further ado with this Wii Party Nintendo Wii game. Picked this up for £1 in a charity shop. Brand new, sealed, never been opened or used. So sold it, took an offer on it. £12.50 was the offer I accepted on it, with £2 postage, so £14.50 including postage it went for in the end. Made about 50p on the postage, obviously taking off fees and such like. You're looking at just about £10 worth of profit on this, so really pleased for a £1 pickup into £10 worth of profit. And yeah, buyer's had it, and he's happy, obviously. Who wouldn't be with a brand new sealed game? He's got himself a bargain, and I've made some money. Go on to the next item. This is another one of the Cox and Cox items, like the candles I picked up in one of my earlier videos that you've seen. Got this from the same person. I think I paid about £1.20 on an eBay auction for it. Collection only from Chester. So I popped down there, picked it up, and then listed it. Now there was a slight bit of damage on this, as you can see there. So made sure that that was photographed and mentioned in the description. But I mean, these vases cost around £30 new. Took an offer of £10 for it. £5 postage as well. It actually cost me a little under £3 to post it. So I made a couple of quid on the postage. And obviously some profit on selling the items. So again, we're looking at around roughly about £10 profit on this. And as I say, picked that up on it at an eBay auction, so great return there. Always worth looking at items that go on for auction that are collection only, because you can quite often find some bargains there, which you can then resell on eBay straight away. I mean, this was listed for a matter of days before it sold, so really worth looking for Cox and Cox stuff as well if you can get it cheap. This sort of brushed copper stuff seems to be quite on trend at the minute. Next item was a Kenwood beater to go in a sort of food mixer or sort of machine. This was actually kind of given to me by my mum. She didn't need it anymore, so it didn't cost me anything. Mentioned that it was brand new there, which is an error because I think it had been perhaps used once. But yeah, put that in the description. It was boxed. Took a picture of the actual item itself. Took an offer on this, £20 plus £3.50 postage, and it cost just under £3 to post it. I've started increasing my postage rates slightly because eBay take 10% of the postage cost as part of what they call their final value fee. So I've now increased the amount of charge of postage so that I make a little bit of profit on that to cover the cost of obviously the eBay fee, the cost of driving to the shop to get it, parcel shop to get it sent, and the cost of any packing material I've used as well. So I think it cost me about £2.78 at the minute to post something. So I put it about £3.50 now, which sort of covers all those additional costs. And yeah, this was free. Sold it for £20. So once you've taken off the eBay fees, it's still about 15, 16, maybe even £17 worth of profit there. So that was really pleased. So thank you, Mum, for that. Next item is a Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone PlayStation 1 game. The disc case was a bit sort of cracked and damaged on this, but I couldn't really get it to show on photo, unfortunately. This is the problem when you're using your camera on your mobile phone. It doesn't always pick up the finer detail. So I think you might spot a little bit of wear and tear there, but it was a bit worse than it appears. So I did have to put down in the description that there was a couple of cracks on it, which is quite a common problem with these PlayStation 1 dual cases. They're really rubbish, to be honest. So if you do get one with a mint case, it's worth mentioning the case is mint and trying to look after it if you can. But yeah, anyway, so this cost me £1. I sold it for £7.99 plus £3.50 shipping. But I actually managed to send it Royal Mail large letter, so it cost me £1.26. So I made a couple of pounds on the shipping there as well. Came as £1, so talking pound into £10.50 overall. Take away some of the shipping costs and whatever, and you're still talking about £6, maybe £7 worth of profit on this item. So worth looking out for some of these Harry Potter PlayStation 1 games. Some of the old PlayStation 1 games can go for quite good money. Other ones like sports titles don't tend to really go for anything at all. But I've sold a few now and I'm sort of quite happy with how they're going. You see them for £1, 50 pence. Certainly go for them unless, as I say, they're a sports title. Okay, next item. This is a sale I'm really pleased with. Probably I would say the sale of the week, so to speak. This was a board game called 13 Dead End Drive. Just going to see if I've got a picture of the actual case of it. There it is. This is, as you can see, it's an old board game. I spotted it at a car boot sale. It cost, let's say it cost me £3. I bought it with a bundle of about 3 of the games, so it cost me about £9, £8 or £9 in all, I think. So we'll say £3 for this. I spotted it straight away. As soon as I saw it, I thought this has probably got to be worth something. Didn't look it up at all. Just picked it up, handed over my money. I took it home, and when I got home, did a bit of research, and I saw that they were selling for about £40. So really pleasantly surprised by that, obviously. Checked it through to make sure it was complete. It was complete. Took some nice pictures showing it sort of all up and running, all the various different bits and pieces, so that you can see that it's sort of complete and got everything that it needs, and it's all in good condition. It took a while to set up, but considering the value of the item, I was prepared to do that. And yeah, I had it listed for no more than 2 weeks. Box was a bit worn, so I put down that it was worn, as you'd expect with something of its age. I had it listed for about 2 weeks. Listed it initially for £4.99, and lowered it by a couple of pounds. I think it was 3 weeks actually. I lowered it by about £1 a week. And then somebody bought it for the full £42.99 asking price and paid £5 shipping as well. So it sold for penny short of £48 in the end. I managed to ship it for less than £3. So again, made a little bit of money on the shipping. So including shipping and packaging costs and whatever else, it probably cost me sort of about £7-8 in fees and to buy the actual game itself. So you're looking at about £35 worth of clear profit there. So actually no, it's probably a bit more than probably a bit less than that, because eBay charges about 10%. It's probably about £30 profit I made in the end, but really good. I think I spent £40 of that entire car boot. So that's pretty much covered the cost of the car boot. I'm already in profit with other things that I bought and sold from that particular car boot. So well worth looking out for this this game if you see it. Okay. Next one is another video. I mentioned that I picked up a load of videos. I've got well over 1,000 videos now. It cost me pennies, we're talking maybe a few pence at most each for them. So quite happy to sell them for sort of £2 or £3, knowing that it's almost all profit when I sell them. Sold this one £2.99 plus £3.50 postage. So we're talking £6.50 in all. It costs, let's say, just under £3 to ship it. They won't go as large letter because they're just too big. So a few pence made on the postage, and obviously the sale was about sort of between £2.50 profit, which I'm happy to take. It sold within about a week of being listed. These anything Disney seems to sell quite well. You know, I've sold Disney videos before. Took some pictures, mentioned that the case was worn, put a bit of detail there, which is just a copy and paste job, mostly probably from Amazon, I think, just to see what the film's about, and yeah, that's it. Nice to sell it and get a little bit of profit. It's practically covered the cost of all of the videos that I bought single-handedly, so there you go. Next item is these set of bowls. Now I picked these up in a charity shop. I paid £16 for them. They're in a box, and the box wasn't actually the box for these bowls, if that makes sense. It was for a different brand, and so when I initially listed them, I hadn't really looked at the bowls themselves. I just listed them as being what it said on the side of the box, and then in a message from somebody a few days after listing it, saying that I'd listed these Thomas Taylor bowls as being a different brand entirely. So thanks for that. I was able to update the listing. Took some nice pictures of it all. Initially I had these up for £100 because they are quite an expensive item, but they're getting lots of interest, lots of watches, but nobody was offering, so gradually lowered the price. Finally managed to sell them, took an offer, £50 plus £10 postage, so £60 in all. I think it cost me about £6 to get them posted in the end, maybe £7 because they are quite a heavy item. But yeah, so a couple of pounds on the profit there on the actual postage, and 16 into 50. We're talking probably again about a between sort of 25 maybe £30 profit on this, so well worth looking out for. Obviously it's the off season at the minute, but if you can get a decent brand of bowls in good condition, you will sell them in the summer. As long as you don't pay any more than say £20 at most, you're going to double your money at least on them, so certainly something to consider. I use UPS to ship these as well, and I think they went fully insured in the UPS, so if any problems had occurred, gone lost or anything like that, I've been confident of being covered there, so certainly worth considering. Next we've got Napoleon Total War on PC. This is another one of my 10p games, because I pick up 50 games for £5 from a chap who lives local to me. Sort of visit him quite regularly. So yeah, this game cost me 10p, sold for £3.99. It was in really new, it was in mint condition. It looked like it had never actually been used, so I was able to describe it as like new. Obviously I tested the game discs myself to make sure that they were fully working, so I disclosed that I'd used them for playtesting. But yeah, I say I tested them, it's because I wanted to play the game, to be honest. Let's see, there's that mark there was actually on my camera. The rest of it's just sort of pretty much perfect. So 10p, sold it for £3.99 plus £2 shipping. Shipped as large letter, so that's what, £1.26. 10p into £3.99, a little bit on the postage as well. You're talking about £3 to £3.50 sort of profit there, so definitely worth having. So yeah. Next item is a Casio calculator. Got the model number straight off the front. Tested it, made sure it was working. Popped in a couple of stock photos of the camera as well, of the calculator as it looks new. and then took some pictures of it in its current condition. I'd observed other people who were using calculators. I'd sort of put all the numbers and stuff in to show it was working, so I did the same. Don't know if that made a difference or not, but there you go. Slight bit of damage to the case. I don't know if it really picks up well here. I think I mentioned that. Yeah, so a couple of minor scratches to the rear from being in pocket. But yeah, this cost me £1, and I sold it for £6.99 plus £2 shipping. It went lines letter as well, so a little bit on the shipping. So we're talking probably about maybe just over £5 profit for that. Sold quite quickly, so definitely worth looking out for some of these old Casio calculators if you can get them at the right price. This sold just as the new school term was starting, so it's obviously gone to somebody to take into school and use. And the final item, you may remember this, those of you following the channel for a while, from a retail arbitrage video I did where I picked up some items from Home Bargains that I was going to sell on eBay for a profit. As sort of me trying out retail arbitrage for the first time ever. So I was picking up sort of brand new collectibles such as this in the hope that I'd be able to sell them for, basically to try and double my money on them. It's not been the most successful experiment, to be honest. I think in the future I'm probably just going to stick to sourcing from car boots, charity shops, jumble sales, etc., eBay itself, because the profit margins aren't that great on this, as I'll be discovering. Still profit there, but the upfront investment is higher. I paid £5 for this. I could buy 3 to 5 items in a charity shop and make more profit on them with £5 or at the car boot. So from my perspective, it's not worth doing the retail arbitrage unless I've got a lot of spare cash hanging about and not a lot of stock to get through. But yeah, paid £5 for this, as I say, brand new, obviously from Home Bargains. It's cost, it sold, took an offer for it, so I've had it for months. So it's been relisted. I initially listed it for about £15. I bought it down to £12.99. And eventually took an offer. I wanted £10, but I took an offer of £9 for it in the end, and £5 shipping. It cost about, I shipped it for about £3 in the end, I think. Just managed to get it in there. £2.78 I should say. So probably made about £1 on the shipping as well. With it being £9, but with there being eBay fees, I probably made about £3 on this overall. So yeah, a bit disappointed, as I was hoping to make at least 5 on it, but glad to see it go. It does give me a bit more room as well to put stuff into storage, and to obviously I can go out and buy some more profitable stuff now. So yeah, but overall retail arbitrage probably not really working for me at the minute. I might give it a try again in the future when I've done a bit more research, a bit more understanding around it. And I could have probably got more if I'd shipped this via Amazon and sort of signed up with Amazon and was selling stuff there. So do notice Amazon prices tend to be higher, but that's something I don't really want to start looking into until next year. But in the meantime, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video to give you some inspiration, some ideas for the sort of stuff to look out for if you're considering reselling on eBay, or if you resell on eBay currently now. Please do like this video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. I'd love to get more subscribers. And you can also find the Money Mental website at moneymental.co.uk. And you can follow me on Twitter, which is at MoneyMentalUK. Okay, that's all folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.